What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Charts and Chats, episode 57. Today it is Wednesday. No, today is Thursday, December 16th. We about to get right on into this video. Nope. What's going on? What's going on? Be active, be active. Yeah, right now, from what I'm looking at, US30 is extremely fucking bought the fuck up. It's bought up like a motherfucker. It's funny because remember where we got stopped out yesterday? It was right here. Look. Yeah, and then it just came for this low down here. I know it came, got the liquidity, and just went right back up. It is what it is. We can only take high probability what we think is more likely to happen. In this case, I didn't expect this to happen, because keep in mind, you come to the daily time frame also, it was a bearish day, and then this happened after we cleared the low. It was kind of ideally, remember what I had price coming down to this area down here. It came close. It looks like it came and filled in this fair value gap. It left a little bit of it still though. So, hey, it is what it is. We already know that since we're bullish, we're ideally gonna continue to try to keep bullish, and let's see what happens. That's ideally what I'm gonna do. So, previous day was bullish. Our ideal trade today should be a bullish trade, so we'll see what we can get. I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes, see if anyone else joins real quick, and then I will get right on into it. I'm actually gonna be working on something. Oh, Bullocon, what's going on, bro? Good morning. But nah, Martin, what was I gonna say? I'm gonna be working on this one thing. It's basically a way of grading your trades before they happen. So you're gonna be like, okay, before we take this trade, this is a A+ trade, so we can put a little bit more risk. This is a C+ trade, we got a lower risk. This is a B+ trade, we'll keep the same risk. So it keeps you the high probability trades. They'll pay more because they happen more often, not more often, but they happen less often. So you can put that extra risk because the probability of it happening, if it fits every single characteristic of an A+ trade, will be met. You're not always gonna win them, but then that's when days you only take that one trade. But the days that you win that one trade, say on an A+ trade, I risk 2%. I could easily make 4 to 6 on a high probability trade. I could also lose 2% though. But keep in mind, they happen less often. Like, I'm talking about like a full fib long at a big figure level, at an order block below the 12 a.m. open, at the 50% of the Asian range, at 9:30. That type of thing. Like where it fits everything and it looks clean, and the low of the day being during London session. I'll risk 5% on that bitch. I'll get it. Nah, I'm good. You gotta work. I'm gonna work on it. Like, I'm gonna have a whole thing, cause I have to like figure out what each setup is first. Like, I have to go back, look at all my charts, and figure out what an A+ setup would be. What happens, which ones happen more. You know what I mean? That's why like all the notes that we've been taking, the journal, it's all gonna come in handy at some point. We're just tracking data, so we can go back, use that data to then improve. Because I'm also gonna figure out which setup is more likely to be profitable. the London continuation bearish, the London continuation bullish, New York reversal. I'm gonna figure out which one happens more often and which one I can make an A+ setup, and what's inside of that A+ setup. So what would I basically be needing to see, if that makes sense? Because I was watching, it was, I think, SMB Capital. I was watching one of their videos and they was talking about how they grade their trades and everything. And I was just like, it makes sense, because if you know what type of trade it is before it even happens. So say I have this whiteboard right here, but I'm gonna take everything I have off it right now, and I'm gonna have every single characteristic. I'm gonna have A+ trade, B+ trade, C+, D+. I'm gonna have it somewhere sitting where I can see it at all times, right? So then before I get into a trade, I can look over and be like, okay, this is this, I should be risking this, and I just leave it at that. Not a big trade, not a big difference or anything. It's just, at the end of the day, it's just improving, figuring out what works best for you. It's always about improving. But nonetheless, let's get right on into it. First thing I noticed, when was this made? 3 a.m. It's not the low of the day, but this is a low that was created during 3 a.m. So that is going to be something I'm going to keep in mind. I'm going to mark up 12 a.m. open, which is right here. Damn. That's looking for a buy today. It's going to be a little difficult, not gonna lie, unless we get a drop soon. All right, we got that. Let's put up our Asian session. Boom. Got the Asian range. Let's mark up the 50% of it. Ooh, I already know what I'm looking for today. Never mind. I know what I want. I see it already. Oh yeah. Got this order block right here at the 15-minute order block right here. Right at the 50%. This Asian session. I ain't gonna lie. Remember all the characteristics I was just saying? For like an A+ trade? This looks like it right here. 36,000 right here. Okay. So okay, I'm slowly mapping something out. Okay, next thing, what am I gonna do next? What don't I have so far? Okay, that's one, but what would I try to have before doing all that? Potential liquidity areas. And by potential liquidity, I just mean daily previous day high, previous day low, because at the end of the day, those both are just areas of liquidity that the price market is going to target. And as you can see, the previous day's high has already been ran through. So something we can expect is possibly a retracement back to it or around it to continue going higher. Because we already know we're bullish, so ideally I'm not going to be looking at short today. Let me add another chart real quick. Go over here, delete all this, and I'm going to go to the higher time frame. We'll go to, say, the daily over here. What's happening on this daily? Okay, let's see. I see that we have this order block up here that price hasn't tapped into, but it's coming close, and it's very close to it. So ideally, this could be an area that we could use as a potential target. Do I have a daily order block? Yeah, right here. Where is this at? This is at 36,290. 290 is all the way right up here. So if we can get into a trade somewhere down here or below or near it, we can use this area as a target. This high is also going to be an area that we target. Why? Because this is a swing high, meaning that there's buy stops above here, anticipating when this breaks, they're going to have breakouts. And we also have stop losses from everyone trying to short the market right now. So we have that. I'm going to make this red. Just like that. Now we're slowly mapping stuff out, because now we see where the 12 a.m. area is. We see where our Asian session is. We see this London session right here. So something we could also see is wait for price to also come below this London session low right here. And what would it do? Once it does that, we'll start creating the low of the day during New York session. Then we could possibly tap into this 36,000 level, trade into this 15-minute order block, trade into the 50% of the Asian range before potentially then pushing higher and then moving all the way to 290, which is our daily order block. And I'm just gonna have that right here just so I can know what it is. Oh, didn't mean to do that. We got this daily order block right here, just like that. So this is ideally what I'm anticipating today. keeping it nice and simple. I know what I want to see based off the higher time frame, because what do I know about a bullish day? Where do I want to buy on a bullish day? Ideally, I guess, ideally. And that's what gets you the best probable entry on that buy day. You might not always get it, but just note that this, if it does happen, will be a high probability to trade. And something like this is what I'll be willing to risk 2% on, because this is similar to my bread and butter setup. Even though I would have rather wanted to see price, say, make the low of the day during London, had a push higher, and had a retracement during New York session to keep going higher. I would ideally wanted to see that somewhat happen, but every day is different, and the setups are shown in different ways every single day. That's why it's important to always journal them, because say our New York reversal bullish pattern or setup, it probably has like 6 different ways of showing itself just on that one. And mind you, if we have 4 different types of setups, 2 different types of setups, I just say 4 bullish and bearish, but they're both similar setups. They all show themselves in different ways, and we got to learn to see them. Because you know how many times I've seen price take out the previous day's high, may have a retracement to it, and then just keep going higher? Many times. And I can see why price would want to do that. Because why? We have the 36,000 level, the Asian session high, which is also at the previous day's high, which is also very close to this 12 a.m. open. So even though price not come right below it and give us a great entry, it could just come right to here and can continue going higher. And that's when our discipline comes in. If we see price comes to this area and slowly starts to reject higher, then from there I'll probably anticipate taking that trade. But then again, that's why I have my A plus, B plus, C plus trades, because since it's not below the 12 a.m. and it's not at this order block, that would be technically classified as maybe a B minus trade, B trade. So I would be able to lower my risk. But if I'm able to get in down here, this will probably be the only trade I take for the day, because once I see price break these Asian session lows down here, I already know more than likely that price is going to continue moving lower. So then I take that one trade, take my 2% loss on the A plus trade, and I'm on to the next. But if I win that trade, the reward is up there. 270 points. The ranges are pretty big today too. So if you look at where price is to here, it's about 90 points. And if you look at from this 15-minute order block, I know it's just, you got to play smart sometimes. That's why it's always good to measure the ranges before you ever get into a trade. I always measure them. Like from here to here, this is about 50 pips, 55 pips. Ideally, I'll probably be risking about 50, 45, 50 if I'm able to get in at that 15-minute order block. Ideally. Let's see. Here, I'm gonna move this previous high over. It's over here, just so I don't have everything all cluttered up. Got that. Got the 15-minute order block. We got these lows below this low. We got this high above here. This low here. Now, am I missing anything? Look at my chart and see if I'm missing anything. Where would I ideally want to draw my fib from? I see 2 potential areas I could draw my fib from. Okay, so the first fib I would personally draw, I'll draw it from this low, because I know that this order block is right here that started the Asian session, and if I know there's a potential that price can trade into here, that's how I'm going to use this move. I'm going to draw it to this high. I see the 38.20% is right here, but I also see the 70.50% is right here at the 12 a.m. open. The 79% is right at this 15-minute order block. If I come to the 30-minute, this is also a 30-minute order block also, now that I'm looking at it. So this is just a double confirmation, just like that. We got a 15-minute order block and we got a 30-minute order block. Let's move on to the hour. Hour has these 2 consecutive candles. 4-hour, it's also a 4-hour order block too. I've never seen that. A 15, 30-minute and a 4-hour is like the same thing. Okay, see something every day. But now this is even more confluence now, because now it's a 4-hour area. So that's ideally what I would see happen. This is a 15, a 30-minute, and a 4-hour order block. I've never seen that happen. I've seen like maybe 2, maybe like a 30-minute and a 4-hour, but it's weird how candles move. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird how on multiple time frames that there's this same exact down candle in a specific area. You also have this 38.20%, which if you come to the 30-minute, you have these areas in here that price could likely trade off of. And why is this area important? Because this is the low that was made during London session. So if today ends up being a London continuation type of day, we could trade here. And look, if I pull my fib from this low, it also is right in confluence with this 38.20% of the original trade of our original fib. So these are all things to keep in mind. Ideally, my trade that I'll be looking to take is going to be somewhere down here in this general area. I'm not exactly 100% where I'm gonna try to enter, because it's this general area. It's not really a specific, you know what I mean? Because we have the order block down here, the 50% of it also, which makes this area very high probability down here. But then again, we also have our fib right here in alignment with this 36,000 area at the 12 a.m. open. So price might not even come all the way low. It might just come into here. But we'll just have to see what happens today, honestly. Take things slow, be smart with it. Let's see. We'll see what happens. Bullock, you still following along? Okay, bet. If you have any questions, just let me know. Okay. So the reason I do it, if you come to the top up here, go to indicators and then look up ICT midnight, and it'll be the ICT New York midnight open. No, right here, ICT midnight. It's the same one that I have. You can click on that, and when you get it, go to settings and show the midnight New York line. So this is gonna show you the 12 a.m. open New York time. So whatever time it is for you, it'll match it to New York time. And the reason we do this, and the reason we mark up the open, is because ideally, if we're able to buy below the open on a bullish day, we're going to be able to have a very high probability trade. Same thing vice versa. If you sell above the 12 a.m. open on a bearish day, you're going to be ideally able to catch the full expansion of that day also. It just makes it so you're trading at high probability areas and taking high probability trades. That's all it really does. And it's one of the confirmations I look for, because if I'm able to get by below the 12 a.m. open at, say, this 15, 30-minute, and 4-hour order block at the 50% of the Asian range, at our fib long at 36,000, this is the same trade I was talking about earlier. Mind you, I didn't even look at the chart earlier. I was just saying random confirmations. This has happened to be the setup today. That's funny. That's that repetition. I already know what I'm looking to see. And look, manifest that shit. Now, if this don't happen, I'm gonna be a little sick though. I'm gonna be a little sad. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens over here. What happens in this area is gonna depend if we miss our trade or if we look to potentially take a short today. Because mind you, we are bullish, but if we do look to short, we would only be looking to short above this 12 a.m. open. So something I would potentially look to short on is if we come into this area and then have another push higher to potentially look to come lower. That's the only way I would look to short, but I would have to wait for price to show a willingness to want to do so. Because we're not just going to take random trades, you know what I mean? Everything we do has a meaning behind it, and we're just being smart with everything we do. Like, even, I don't like the way this fib is set up. Like, I'm mad, like, everything's, like, kind of spread out. It's, like, spread out almost. You know what I mean? It's, like, not all in the same area. Because we have this setup up here that more than likely can happen, but I ideally don't want to take this trade due to the fact that even though it could happen, I would rather wait for price to at least come to the Asia session high at least before going higher. Because at least with the Asia session high, we have that 62%. I don't know. This whole area down here is going to be it's going to be a magnet for price right now. Just going to be a magnet. Even if I pull, say, the fixed range, the volume profile, see where all the volume is. Volume's all right here, actually. Interesting. We'll see what price does. We will see. So remember, we keeping our losses small and keeping our wins as big as possible. Okay, now look at this reaction we're gonna get. We come to the 30-minute. We have this 30-minute order block right here. So let's see how price reacts. It's always good just to watch how price reacts, because this is all just learning at the end of the day. Pay attention to exactly how price came to the 62%, this 30-minute order block, and it starts rejecting. It just reimburses just how the concepts work, because you can literally just watch it. Like, that's the one thing I don't understand when people be like, your stuff doesn't work. It's just like, I post it all on YouTube. I also go live every day showing me using the concepts. And then you can also just backtest it yourself. Shit. If you still don't believe me after that, that's a darn shame. That's a darn shame. You said what? Yeah, because even with me, like when I first using the concepts I use now, I was like, this shit don't work. And it was mad complicated at first. I was like, all right, I'm stick to what I know. Went back to my trend lines, my support resistance, got clapped up. I was like, all right, let me try this again. Haven't gone back since. Because the thing is, like, even when I first started learning it, the person I was learning from, Michael J. Huddleston, which is ICT, what's it called? You don't believe the concepts until you see it. And that's just what it is with everyone. Like, that's why with you, Martin, with you, Bolakon, with everyone in the mentorship, I say the same stuff every day, just so at least you guys see it. Because if you see it happening multiple times, multiple weeks out of the month, multiple months out of the year, multiple years out of the decade, you'll be like, all right, there has to be some truth to this if he's able to consistently show these certain things working with this consistency. You know what I mean? And then that's when it takes the person, their mindset, they're either gonna be like, nah, fuck them, I don't care, I'm gonna do what I do because what I do works. Or it'll be that person like me that was like, all right, let's back test it, let's just see if it works, let's at least give it a chance. If it doesn't work, all right, I didn't lose nothing, I didn't put no money on it. But if it works, I just found something that can then better improve me. Look at me now, my whole trading style changed. I have a whole system now. I trade totally different than I used to, and I'm looking for things that I would have never even looked for before. Like, never would I have been looking to buy below the open. I probably wouldn't even have this period separator here. And it's like the little things. The little things make such a big difference. Like, just the fact that, Martin, that I tell you guys that the low of the day or the high of the day has a high likelihood of being made during London session, that tells you a lot. And then easily right here, this isn't the low of the day in this case, but you can see this low is made literally right at London session. Right at London session, right at the open. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And then you see other things like this Asian session, 50% is also right in confluence with this specific area below the 12 a.m. And it's just like, wow. You start mapping things out and you're like, damn, imagine if I would have never tried this. Imagine if I would have been doing something else. The way you view the market changes so much and drastically that your trading is going to improve also. You know what I mean? Because you're improving every single day. Like we be always saying, Martin, 1% better every day. It might not be a lot today, but over time, that consistent equity curve is just going up. I'd rather become 1% better every day than 5% better today, 1% tomorrow. At least I'm consistent with it. I'll be consistently getting better, consistently growing. And it's just doing the same thing. Just always about getting these charts. But yeah, that's really, we're just waiting right now. This whole area this is what I would say a low probability setup, Martin. And this will be like say those C plus trades, this will probably be like a C plus trade right here. It has a probability of happening, but it's not as high because we do have our confirmations. I will look to enter a trade. No matter what I do, I always at least want to enter a trade at a fib or an order block. And in this case, we have multiple. We have 2 fibs. We have this order block rejection, and this could be potentially be a London continuation move. It could just continue its bearish day, bullish day, I mean. But ideally, if I wait for price to at least come a little bit lower, possibly retest this area, 35,977. Where's that at? 977 is right in here. So this area right here, 977, 35,977. You look on the daily time frame, that's right here. So if we can get a possible retracement going higher, that would be something I look to take. But we'll see. Also, if I pull my fib from this low to this high, put the 38.20%. That's not perfect, but it's in this general area, so it's the same idea basically. But we'll see. Right now price is still holding this 30-minute order block. It's 8:55, so we got about 30 minutes until the open, but we'll see what happens. We ain't gonna force no trades, only high probability trades, and that's what we're gonna stick to. You have any questions though? Right now it's just the no, you good. You can get help. You good. Everything. Crypto, indices, forex. But the thing is, every pair moves a little bit differently. Like I could tell you exactly how US30 moves because this is what I trade. I can't tell you how other pairs move, but if you notice, I mark up. That's why I tell people, if you have any pair that you want to see me mark up, I can mark that up also, because it works all the same. The market moves in algorithms. The markets moves at certain times of the day, but each pair is different. That's the only thing I gotta say. But the concept itself will work on other pairs. You just gotta understand how that pair moves. Like US30 is very volatile, and I understand that. So I understand that when I get into trades that I could easily be stopped out due to the volatility. On other pairs, such as forex pairs, they move a little bit slower, but they move a little bit slower and they don't move as much. So you're able to get a little bit better entries, but you'll end up holding a trade for way longer, or you'll end up being inside a consolidation for way longer. Everything's different, but the concept itself, the setup and everything, it works on everything, every single thing. The New York reversal that I talked to you about on the one-on-one Bullicon works the same way. The London continuation, they all work on everything. Every single pair you have. Matter of fact, I'll just go back and look for one. Give me a random pair. This is a random ass pair. Just name what random one. JPY, GBP, JPY. All right, but okay. In this case, let's see. What I'm gonna do the same thing I would do on US30. Mark up the 12 AM open, which is all the way down here. God damn, this is a horrible open. This is just only looking to sell here. God damn, the open is at the bottom of the day. This is, but that tells you even GBP USD, not USD, JPY is extremely bullish right now. Same thing with US30. They're correlated pairs. You can see both are extremely bullish as of right now. But also, what would I do? Gonna come in, gonna make this Asian session, get this Asian session range. Then I also see that this low right here was made at 6:15. This low down here was made during early midnight. So what I would do from here is I'm gonna potentially map out a possible trade. So I'm gonna pull my fib from this low to this high, because this is a low made during New York and this is the high made during New York. I would also try to use this area here because this is the low made during that London session, but it's not as clear and it didn't make a clear low. So I'm just gonna use that low over here. Something I could possibly anticipate is when price comes a little bit lower, we can get a retracement possibly to this 30-minute order block right here. It's 30-minute order block. Now if I say I pull this fib from that London low instead now, so from here, pull this over here because I drew it from that London low, and you see this 30-minute order block is influenced with a 79%, and we're also right here at 151,800, which is another big figure level that I always like to keep in mind. Right here, this is an area that we're going to be wanting to pay attention to. Why? Because it's a big figure level in this specific area. We're slowly losing momentum, so once price starts to break this low, we know that there's a high chance that price can continue lower, so then potentially go higher, because we already know we're bullish, so we're going to be using as this high up here as also a target. In this case, this isn't a clean example just due to the fact that this open isn't ideal, but if this open was somewhere here, it will give us a better trade. But ideally, this is something that could look to happen on GBP JPY also, and I'm just going to keep it there. So when I look back at it, maybe later on when we're done trading, I'll be able to show you if it happened, if it similar happened. But it happens on multiple pairs. Same premise. Like that breaker where the price is sitting now. Yeah, this breaker right here. Yeah, it looks like it's rejecting, but we'll see. It's not a high probability trade, so if we end up missing it by being patient, it is what it is. Let's take a look at NAS. What's NAS doing? NAS is, looks like it's, damn. Yeah, most of these indexes right now are just bought up crazy. It's wild. Yeah, right now we're also rejecting. What level is this? 36,100. That's what we're rejecting. Oh, we just had a drop. This has happened so fast. Alright. That's what I like to see though, but it's still rejecting, so we gotta keep that in mind. But the closer we keep on falling, the more likely price will be to fall. It's about to be 9 o'clock, and now you can see this volume that's coming, kicking into the market. We'll see. It shows a willingness to want to hold this area, so I am going to keep that in mind. But I'm going to wait, give it to like 9:15. Because right now, the price does look like it wants to continue on higher. But I'm going to wait, because I know that there's a high chance that price could also continue wanting to fall a little bit lower. NAS is looking real nice, not going to lie. NAS is looking clean, but if this looks like it's going to be bullish, then more than likely US 30 might potentially also be bullish. So something I will keep in mind now that I see a confluence on NAS is I will potentially be looking to take a trade in this area if we do stay in this area. I'll be patient. I'm going to try to look for a best probability, honestly, but you can see we cleared these lows. We're slowly starting to reject, so part of me does believe we will continue on going higher. If you look on the daily, came retested this area here, this should keep going higher. So this is something I'm going to keep in mind. If I was to get in at this 30-minute order block, stop below will be about 35 points. So that's something potentially I will be looking to take, but it will be lower risk. So it's not below the 12 a.m. open. So it's already off bat, not an A+ setup. So ideally, I want to take a trade like this just as the fact that look at NAS came to this Asian session right here. Shit, I might fuck around and take NAS, man. This shit looking nice. But it's a very similar setup. So if NAS comes down and has a willingness to reject and keep going higher, it should mean the same thing with US 30. And you can see the willingness it's having right now after coming to this 30-minute order block. And it's going to keep this London continuation. So that's looking like what it might be. So I'm going to wait possibly for another retracement because I don't want to get in here. Ideally want to get in at this order block or the 62%. But we'll see what happens. But I'm going to only be risking about 1% on this trade since it's not the highest probability. And I do know that there is a willingness that price to still come a little bit lower. Where is that? It's a 30-minute order block. Let me mark that up on my MetaTrader. Part of me wants to take the trade, but at the same time, part of me wants to be patient. We'll see. It's our time zone. As long as we manage risk, that's what we're here for. We're here to take that risk. We're risk takers. That's our job. Manage risk and risk taking. Alright. We'll come a little bit lower. I'll be looking to enter. Because after seeing all this willingness, clearing these lows, I think we'll have a good chance of having this London continuation because the order block we're rejecting right now is this 15. It's this order block all the way from that London session, all the way down here. So we'll see. This would be ideally a London continuation trade. Okay, price is slowly coming a little bit lower. If we can get right into this 30-minute order block, I will be looking to go long. Alright, I just got into the trade right here. We'll see what happens. Stop loss is going to go below this low, anticipating that this doesn't get violated for about 35 points. Let's see. Keep our risk small. Ideally, I'll be looking to target this high, and this will be a 1 to 3.5 if it does play out as we expect. So let's see what happens. I'm going to get my stop loss right below this low. Let's get a winning trade. I haven't had a winning trade in like 3 days, man. Like 3 days, man. Alright, send that in there. Let's see. Send this chart. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna stick to the lower time frame for now. As long as we can keep rejecting, we should be good. But only time will tell. Alright, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, this is what the trade we are planning to expand from. But only time will tell. Let's see what happens. It is about 9:05. We got about 25 minutes till the open. Let's see if this low is going to get violated, come a little bit lower, or if the price is going to continue to try to push higher. We about to pray. That's how I'm feeling right now. I know I have faith in the setup, but the only thing is, like I said, the ranges are small, so price could easily just swoop. But the reason I believe price is going to continue is because it cleared this low and it hasn't come down here ever since. Hasn't come down, and I have my stop loss like a pip below, so we'll see. Hey, yo, what's this song in my ear? What is this? It's non-copyright shit. If I could put regular music on these live streams, I would. Trust me. This shit ain't it, man. Hold on, I gotta change this song. This shit's garbage. Now I gotta add tough. Let's see how price plays out. I'll take this off too, just to clear everything up. Yeah, we're coming low to that stop loss, about 50% of it. We'll see. If I put the 50% of this order block from here, that's what price tapped into before, so I don't know. Price just doesn't want to hold right now. Part of me just wants to cut it short because I know it's probably going to stop me out, but I'll just hold it. I'm probably going to give myself a re-entry, so I'll just hold. You never know, anything can happen. Come on, what is this ad? I don't want to hear this shit. Yeah, it's just December for you. It's just trash trades. That's what I'm telling you. Beginning of the month, just lower the risk. So at this point, shit. Oh, I can move my stop loss a little bit lower, actually. I actually had a smaller lot size than I was supposed to. So I got about extra like 4 pips for my stop loss. But it's all calculated now. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Right now, it's looking a little bit, but that's what I'm telling you. It's a C plus trade, C plus B plus. It's not an A plus trade, and you can easily see that the likelihood of it having that rejection, it's not there right now. Yeah, looks like it's gonna come down. Probably just gonna low-key just want to cut it short, but at the same time, I know if I cut it short, I always get finesse, and then it just goes right in my direction. We'll see how it respects this 50%. If it doesn't hold this 50%, more than likely, it's gonna continue to drop a little bit lower. So we'll see. There we go. There's the 50% rejection. Come on, keep rejecting it. Don't come any lower. Don't come any lower. Nah, bro. You like that song, Makai? That shit was whack. That shit was whack. Nah, bro. Joint was fire. Why did you change it? What? Y'all like the song? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Hasn't USA already retested the high? Which high? Which high? This high? But there's that rejection. But look, Martin, I'm telling you, ain't no way this shit ain't not random, man. There we go. That's exactly what I want to see. Engulf that bitch. Engulf that bitch. Engulf that bitch. Hey, as long as I see this willingness, I'm gonna hold this shit. I'm in a little drawdown, but ain't nothing we can't get out of. Ain't nothing we can get out of. If we can start closing above this open where my entry is, we in there. We in there. Just know that, Martin. If we start closing above where my entry is, we are in there. Oh, 36,220. Nah, we haven't retested it yet. I think that's an all-time high. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Is it an all-time high? Yeah, all-time high. We're just keeping our bullish bias, honestly. We already know that prices. Oh, it's not an all-time high, but we're overall looking to target this daily order block. But we'll see. Only time will tell. We got 15 minutes to the open, so if we can get above this entry by 9:30, I think we'll be in a good place to keep on holding. These songs, I really wish I could just put regular songs on, but it's non-copyright. This shit ain't it. Hopefully I can hold this trade because I gotta take my car to mechanic at 10. So I'm probably only gonna be here for like 15 minutes after the open. Nah, bro. I took it there. I had to wait, so I ended up not doing it that day. Then I tried to. I don't know what just happened. Yo. Yeah, I just got clapped. I don't know what just happened in the matter of like a second, but hey, I don't know what that was, honestly. I really don't. That was a shit. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. Shit. That's beyond me. I ain't even gonna ask no more questions. I'm gonna just let price. At this point, I think price is gonna continue to come lower. If it doesn't, I'll probably just end my trade there. Honestly, end my trading day there. After that, I don't know what's gonna happen. Shit. I don't know what that was. Unless it was like news, but news at 9:15, that's like rare, but it could happen, I guess. Nah, there's not even news today. That's US 30 for you. That's US 30 for you. But at this point, it looks like it's gonna come lower then, so we can wait for this setup. And if it doesn't come there, shit, we just gonna leave it, cause I ain't buying over here now. I've got finesse. I just got finesse. Yeah, especially after that. I don't know what that was. Shit. Yeah, this is how it is. I'm on a 3-day lose streak. That's tough. That's tough. Probably. Honestly, I don't even know the exact, but yeah, it's just been a slow week. Just gotta let it do what it do. But if it continues to hold this area in here, it'll probably still go higher. I'm gonna just wait. I'll wait for willingness to show that once it go higher. Because as long as I'm able to scalp off a few pips up to this daily order block, we should be good. But ideally, I would want to wait for this trade, but we will see. We will see. We'll see what this market's trying to do right here. Because it just stopped us out and it did not move anywhere else. It just stood there. Yeah, they probably entered the retracement for sure. But it's still holding. It is still holding. I don't know. That candle was like a 20-point candle, like in a matter of seconds. Yeah, that's December for you. Trade was looking good too. Like, I know it wants to go higher. I guarantee you it's gonna push. It's just being able to get off that entry is gonna be the hard part. Because Peep is still holding this London low. All of that. Yeah, I think it's still gonna push higher. Part of me, I want to wait to look for a possible re-entry on a lower time frame. So what I might do is wait for price to break this high, then pull a fib and wait for a retracement back into this area, just to get a good stop loss. But then it happened at NAS too. Nah, see, I don't know. NAS is looking way cleaner. Man, sometimes I really hate you asserting. Look how clean this is compared to NAS. Compared to your asserting, I mean. Yeah, I'm simply just gonna wait for a retracement. So I'm gonna wait for it to get a support. We can get back to that 50%. That'll be a nice little trade. I'm just gonna keep following it, waiting for that support. Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, if you notice, our trade direction has been right every single day we've taken these trades. Every single day, our direction is good. It's just we get stopped out before we can capitalize on a move. Yeah, bro. It be like that sometimes. It shouldn't, but shit, it do. Yeah, I'll be risking about 30 pips again if I'm able to get in. Yeah, now we're starting to close above that high I was talking about. It's gonna end up pushing. I already know it's gonna push. It's just the fact that I don't think I'm gonna be able to capitalize on it if it keeps on moving the way it is. I'm gonna just have to wait for the open to possibly have a retest of these areas. Yeah, we'll see what happens. And if I take L on this trade, I'm done. Off. On to the next. I'm able to get in right here at this. That's about 50 pips. Yeah, it's just these false breaks, these fake outs, they really just be killing. Yeah, this low's still held up. Yeah, it would have been a good entry, just didn't want it to happen. Yeah, I'm gonna just have probably just wait 9 minutes, wait till 9:30. That's probably when we'll get that retracement. You just have to be like real fast with this. Yeah, it's closing above it now, so probably on a 5-minute, I'm gonna just wait for a retest of this order block right here. Something like that. Wait for that on the lower time frame. You said what? Yeah, it's real devious out here right now. Real devious. If I was to get in, I want to have my stop below the 5-minute order block, but at the same time, I want to have it below this low. I think that would be my ideal right here, just like this. Risk about 30 pips. Yeah, something like this. If we get that. If we get that. Slowly losing that momentum. Coming into 9:30. Shoot. All right, come on. Come into that area. Come into there. Come on. Don't fail me this time. If I take an L on this one, shit, I might just retire, you know? Might just retire. Come on. Get into that area. Come on. Come a little bit lower. Come a little bit lower. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright, I'm entering right here at the high of the order block. On my broker, it came into the order block already, so it looks a little bit different on here. But there, and I'm gonna have about 30 pips. 119, 35, 119 minus 30, 89, 36, 89. Alright, I'm in the trade. Last trade I'm taking. Let's see what happens. Same target, same everything, same idea. Let's see. 5-minute retest, going into 9:30. Whew. We'll see what happens. We will see. I think this would be the trade right here, though. Honestly, right here. I'm just waiting for that 9:30 candle. That 9:30 candle better be a nut. It's gonna be. This is gonna be a zoom. I just need something like that. No cap. But if we start coming below this 5-minute order block, I'll probably just cut the trade short. Keep my trade small, keep the losses small. So I already know where I'm looking to exit, where I'm looking to enter, what I'm looking to see. Now we just gotta let the market do what it gotta do. See what happens. Got about 3 minutes on 9:30. Look where we're at in price. 5-minute order block after clearing these lows on the higher time frame. Trading at 50% of this overall higher time frame order block. Daily bias is bullish. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, man. It's all about probabilities. All about probabilities. I hope we don't get another candle like we did before, where that shit just like a second and then just fucking finesses us. Come on, we need a good trade today. I need some. I need everyone to get hype. I need everyone to get hype. We haven't been hype all week. That's why we've been losing. That's why we've been losing. We gotta get active. I know this is gonna go my way. Like, I'm not really scared of it because I know that if price is really bullish, it's gonna go higher before it stops me out. If it's not bullish, it's probably gonna stop me out and keep going lower. So I already know that. But we'll see. We got about 2 minutes left. It's coming down to 62% now. Oh man. Hey, our stop loss are there for a reason. See, we got about 2 minutes till the open. 2 more minutes. Let's see what happens. All right, it's at that 62%. Don't come any lower. Don't come any lower. You don't want to. You don't want to. Or maybe you do. I hope not. There we go. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Come on. Don't keep going lower. You already made that rejection. Yup. That's what I want to see. Come on. Get to that TP1. I just want to break even. I just want to break even. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Stop playing with me, US30. We ain't even on that right now. Come on. Come on. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Come on. Come on. Stop playing. Go to TP1. Go to TP1. Don't reject. What you doing? What you doing? Yeah, this has been a stressful day, man. Oh my lord. All right, we had that down, Candle. Come on, keep on going. Keep on going. This is a good song, too. I know this song. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. It's holding this order block. I just need to fly. I just need to fly. Come on. US30, this isn't even like you. It's already 9:30. There we go. Come. Just finesse him. Just finesse. This shit ain't doing nothing, bro. Like, it makes me not even want to trade December, bro. I really don't. Like, what is this? Go. Move. It's like in traffic. It's not moving nowhere. It's just going back and forth. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Break that high. Break the highs. Clear the highs and push. Clear the highs and push. Bro, it's struggling, bro. It's really struggling. Once we break the highs, we got to break these highs. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yup. Come on. Come on. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Come on. Get to TP1. TP2 is going to be so far away at this rate. There we go. Come on. God damn it. Shit. This is horrible. This is the open. What's going on? Jesus, man. Yeah, I don't like the way this is moving at all. Not one bit. Higher time frame, what's it tapping into? Nothing. Nice. Yeah, part of me wants to cut this trade short. If it breaks this low, I'm probably just gonna cut the trade short. It looks like it's gonna cut the trade itself for me. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna stop loss. God damn it. Yeah, it's just, this is that December shit I be talking about, man. And all we could do, just gotta keep our risk small and manage it. All we could do. It's pushing though. I ain't get stopped out. I think that was the last liquidity run, maybe. Or just having a retest. Oh, another candle. Yeah, I'm stopped out. Well, we out. And it's rejecting it. Yeah, I ain't even gonna look at the chart no more. This is garbage. This shit is garbage. Just ain't nothing we could do. Looked clean, but it is what it is. NAS, even NAS is falling. It's rejecting though. That's all. Yeah, I'm done for the day. I'll take my L. I'm out. Just like that. I'll take my screenshot of my trade. Yeah, it's just probability is just, it's just ranging. Yeah, it is what it is. Ain't nothing we could do. That's what I'm saying. This is garbage. I see why people take all of December off. Oh God. Last December. Nah, this is garbage. I'd rather not even have this experience. Fuck this experience. This shit, look at this. Look at this bullshit. What is this? Fuck is this shit? But nah, I'm ended off here. We took our L. Makai, I don't know how you're still in this shit. Really don't. I don't know how both. I think he's on SPX, so. S&P. Let's just see if they never mind. Oh man, US30, you could eat my dick. You could eat my dick. Yeah, this is moving now. Kind of. This is even what you're in? Might be on a higher time frame. I don't even know. Hey, ain't shit we could do. Wow, ain't that some shit? Another day. Oh, honestly, bro, I don't know what he's doing. I'm gonna end it here, bro. I'm not even gonna look at the charts no more. I'm gonna put this shit on fucking NAS. Fuck you, asserting. Nah, I'm gonna end it off here. Hopefully you're able to learn something. Oh, that's gold. I didn't even peep. Makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, this is just pure garbage. Pure garbage. Bullish day, but this is falling right now. I ain't doing nothing. So I'm gonna end it off here. Mario will be back tomorrow. Maybe. Shit. Might have to retire after this shit. Damn. 3 days. 3-day lose streak. That's what I like to hear. Are you still in it? I don't know how. Yeah, that's why I kept it small, because I already knew if it broke those lows, it's gonna come all the way lower anyway. So I'm gonna end it off here.